For real, I been did this shit. DaBaby was running around in a fucking diaper, bro. You been sold your morality and your integrity a long time ago, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? Now you tough, nigga.
We all know that not everybody's been rocking with DaBaby and YoungBoy recently, and there's good reason for that to a degree. But now Von's family is getting involved in the whole thing. Recently, CalBoy, Von's cousin, has made his opinion known on the whole situation. Apparently, he doesn't really get involved in this kind of thing. He doesn't make music about the streets, even though he's into it. So what's so important that he has to jump into the fray? CalBoy's a rapper from Chicago, and he was extremely close with Von. A lot of people are talking about how he had absolutely no career and a bunch of other stuff like that. That being said, he dropped a big single in 2018 called Envy Me. The track went triple platinum, and he was a part of XXL's freshman class in 2020. So really, whether you like him or not, you can't pretend like he's a nobody. He also managed to get a Lil Wayne feature. The whole reason CalBoy even got involved here is because some recent choices DaBaby made. See, Von's estate was planning on releasing his first posthumous album, What It Means to Be King, on Friday, March 4th, 2022. When YoungBoy got word that a Von album was dropping, as a part of his ongoing beef, he decided he was gonna drop a huge tape too. The tape came out on the same day, and you'll get exactly what they were doing with that just hearing the title. The tape is called Better Than You, and it features DaBaby. There's a whole dynamic going on here though. It isn't just a matter of album dropping. There's been a ton of discussion going on lately about the Durk and Von versus NBA YoungBoy beef, and the general consensus is that there's no way you can collaborate with either one of them without picking a side. A lot of people have come out to say that DaBaby definitely picked a side by doing this, including Mimo 600 and Boss Top. Meanwhile, DaBaby himself doesn't think he did anything wrong. He basically said that he respected King Von, but no one's gonna sit around and tell him who he's allowed to get his money with. Eventually, Mimo 600 and DaBaby got into a small feud, which resulted in DaBaby explaining his thought process behind collaborating with YoungBoy. He said, "Y'all Talboy ass funny as hell. Y'all on the internet playing, trying to run these stripes while y'all big dog in my DM waving the white flag. Y'all must not be on the same page over there at OTF, but check this out. It ain't a gang, city, or neighborhood in the world scary enough to make Baby pick and choose who to get money with. I ain't one of them. You don't like it, do something. I played it cool cause y'all want to make it about your partner, and I speak on the dead cause I'm on it for real. Every day I wake up ready to teach me someone like you, so long live him, King Von. Got my respect. He stood on business, no excuses. It was just another there ready to stay on business too. That's how we livin'. That's what gangsta is, ain't it? But the rest of you hoe-ass internet trying to be cool off another's name is some hoes. We not the same, my boy. Ask you big dog." At first it would seem like DaBaby was being as respectful as he could about the whole thing, since it was obvious that he wasn't trying to get some money and he didn't mean any harm. He even said that he respected Von. He said long live, but then he turned around and dissed Von on the album. It's probably the worst part. If you don't think you're doing anything wrong, if you don't think you're being rude, how are you gonna disrespect Von on the mixtape? Just doesn't make sense. Now we get to CalBoy calling DaBaby out. It all started, as a lot of this stuff does, with some tweets. See, CalBoy had some words. A lot of his tweets have since been deleted, but the dude was mad. CalBoy also went live to diss DaBaby.
Yeah, when Duck was dissing motherfuckers, y'all was standing behind him. Y'all standing behind him. Regardless of how disrespectful he get, you gonna stand behind him. That's real nigga shit. That's real nigga shit. This real nigga shit. That's real nigga shit. When Cuz was dissing motherfuckers, y'all like, all right, boom, let it rock.
He more or less just says the same stuff on Twitter. A lot of people really went into it in the comments though. He's talking facts though. CalBoy is really Von's cousin and he was just standing on business for his family. CalBoy ain't never did no internet clout chasing ever in the past. He's just stating what's real on the situation because no one else is. Can't be mad at him. Respect. Someone else pointed out that CalBoy might be snitching on himself a little bit in the video, saying, talking about unsolved murders and calling DaBaby to police. At first he pointed out that he had a song recorded with YoungBoy, but out of respect for Von, there's no way he would ever drop it. He said, out of respect for Von, I'll never drop that YB track. Out of respect for Von, I'll always call bullshit when I see y'all don't respect shit. At this point, he's not directly calling DaBaby out, but you still get what's going on here. Then he says, dude knew it was backlash coming with his decision. Don't act surprised. These guys be hell for attention. At this point, you could tell bro is insanely mad because he literally went out of his way to hit DaBaby with an at. He said, how you got a respect for my cousin in the dead, but got a whole tape with a guy dissing him? Respect I be to leave that shit alone altogether and pray both parties safe if that's how you bummin'. You a life-size weirdo mascot, sell your soul and your integrity for bread, you a bitch. Someone eventually replied to tell CalBoy he was wrong, saying, y'all doing too fucking much. Y'all act like DaBaby and Von was related. He can do a song with whoever. None of that shit. should stop somebody from getting money, period. Then CalBoy replied, that's cool, just stand on whatever come behind family. Honestly, the thing is with this, it doesn't all come down to money. I totally get that people have beef both in the rap game and in the streets, but at the same time, some stuff is bigger than money. DaBaby can get the bag all he wants, but he's still gonna be ready when people get upset. Finally, he laid it all out. At this point, he said, maybe y'all misunderstood. Ain't bothered by a collab. He just said, ain't nobody gonna make him pick a side. Y'all drop same day to battle for sales, you know what's going on. Here y'all come victimizing. That capitalize off drama. He also tweeted, y'all can suck from my homie, I'ma speak my mind and point out lame shit on 107-147, shout out to Jax. At this point, it seems DaBaby was tired of hearing it because he just replied saying do something. CalBoy's final tweet on the situation was, you just don't know my body yet. So that's basically it, all on the table. But what's really going on here? A lot of people have a lot of different takes on the situation, and it's hard to figure out what the truth is. Of course, people all over Twitter have some strong opinions about CalBoy calling DaBaby out, so let's get into that. One fan said this is all corny as hell, like Vaughn and Dirk ain't disrespectful calling out Duck and Tuka. Just cause it's your cousin don't mean shit is different. Be mad cause Vaughn made a mistake, his fault. People are entitled to their opinion, but still, why get involved in street beef that isn't yours? Another fan pointed out some stuff from the other side, saying YoungBoy dissed everybody that did music with Dirk just for doing music. If they want to get at DaBaby for doing music with YoungBoy, then it's justified. And guess what? That's right. YoungBoy was dissing people for even as much as thinking about Dirk. People like DJ Academics had some pretty strong opinions on all this. He didn't really have an issue with CalBoy coming out to defend his cousin, but at the same time, it didn't seem like he loved it either. He basically said CalBoy was coming off like an anime villain. He also tried to claim that we have to see both sides here, and to agree, yeah, but there's something important he's forgetting. He points out the BDs are bigger in the rap game. That's Black Disciples, big Chicago gang that a lot of the more famous rappers have come out of. People like Chief Keef, Vaughn, and Dirk are all examples. He points out that no one on the internet cares when a GD dies. That's Gangster Disciples, who the BDs are frequently at odds with. When Vaughn raps about smoking on Tuka, nobody cares. But when somebody starts talking about smoking on Vaughn, the internet freaks out. He's right about that part. There's a weird bias that a lot of fans have when they literally have no clue what's going on the streets. But then he goes ahead and compares that to what's going on with DaBaby, Quando, YoungBoy, and that whole camp. He claims that since everybody is about Vaughn and Dirk, they're not seeing both sides. How can you even claim that though? It's kind of goofy for real. If you don't think that YoungBoy doesn't have some of the most crazed fans on the internet, you're wrong. Or you're showing your own opinion while you're trying to be unbiased. It's okay if you like YoungBoy more, but don't pretend like he's some kind of underdog here. He's one of the biggest dudes in hip-hop, not some little guy that no one's gonna stand behind. I mean, a fan tried to beat up NLE Chopper in an airport because he was a YoungBoy fan. Aside from that, there's a whole other dimension going on here that Academics doesn't bring up. That's that Vaughn is not here as a result of this situation. That's why what DaBaby did was wrong. He's dissing dead homies for no reason other than money. I totally get that he's trying to play peacemaker or something here, and that's valid, but you can't play both sides if you obviously have a bias here. It just doesn't work. But what do y'all think about this though? Is CalBoy right, or is he speaking on something that he should have left alone? Is it okay for DaBaby to hop on the tape with YoungBoy, or was that a bad move on his part? Let us know what you think down below in the comments, and don't miss out on this next video if you like this one.